Hey guys, it's Ian with Real Bermuda. I put up a poll, I think 2 days ago now on Instagram to see what video you guys would be interested in. And the top vote was liquid fertilizer calculations. So I'm going to cover calculating a liquid fertilizer in this. And then I'm also going to do a comparison between a straight liquid fertilizer and a water-soluble fertilizer that I use. And in doing so, we'll kind of cover how to calculate a granular anyways in that. So two things I'm going to be talking about are the liquid and the granular that's water soluble. This is Simple Lawn Solutions 31818. Now I'm not going to use this breakdown of NPK for my calculations today. They actually make one that's a little more comparable to a use case, I think. Like this product, it's a higher nitrogen, so this is only 3% nitrogen. They make one that is a 15% nitrogen, 0 phosphorus, 15% potassium, so 15-0-15. And that's what I'm going to kind of use for today's calculations and examples. You can see right now on Amazon that product is selling at 32 ounces for $23, 1 gallon for 46 bucks. So obviously buying more of a product at once, you get a better deal. So we're going to hop into calculations, and the first example we're going to do is with a 15-0-15, like I was just talking about. Let's just say, for example's sake, I think this 31818 weighs 2.93 pounds. So on the liquid container, there's going to be a net weight, and you're going to want to know that. I don't know what it actually is for the 15-0-15, but just for calculation example's sake, we're going to say it's 3 pounds exactly. So we're going to take 3 pounds and multiply that by the percentage of the element. So in this case, nitrogen is 15%. So 3 pounds times 0.15 percent of nitrogen is going to give you 0.45 pounds of nitrogen per 32 ounce. So almost a half a pound of nitrogen in a 15-0-15 32 ounce bottle. Then we can say, okay, well, if I take that 32 ounce bottle and let's just say I spray that 32 ounce bottle evenly over 5,000 square feet, how much nitrogen am I putting out per 1,000? So that's going to be 0.45 pounds of nitrogen divided by your 5 1,000 square foot plots is going to give you 0.09 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. So almost a tenth of a pound. So we found out how much nitrogen was in that 32 ounces, and we did the math of, okay, how many pounds of nitrogen is that going to give me if I sprayed over a 5,000 square foot area? You insert your lawn size, whether it's 3,000 square foot, 10,000 square foot, whatever. Now it's like kind of work backwards, and let's say, well, for my program, I want to go out and spray, let's say I want to do 0.2 of a pound of nitrogen for the whole month for the growing season. So I need 0.2 of a pound of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. And let's just, again, use the example of 5,000 square foot lawn. Excuse me. So I'm going to have 5,000 square feet times the 0.2 pounds of nitrogen. That's going to give me 1 pound of nitrogen. So I need 1 pound of nitrogen to apply evenly over 5,000 square feet. So then I'm going to say, well, how many pounds of nitrogen is in an ounce of this product? I know that it has 0.45 pounds of nitrogen per 32 ounces. So I'm just going to divide that, and that's going to give me 0.014 pounds of nitrogen per fluid ounce of 15-0-15 product. So then I can say, okay, well, I need my 1 pound of nitrogen. How many ounces do I need to get that 1 pound of nitrogen? 1 pound of nitrogen divided by 0.014 pounds of nitrogen per ounce is going to give me 71, I think it's like 71.4 ounces. We'll just call it 71 ounces of 15-0-15. So then when I'm going to mix up my spray tank, I know if I bought a gallon jug of it or whatever, or whether I've bought 2 32-ounce bottles, I need 70 or 3 32-ounce bottles. I need 71 ounces of that product mixed up into my spray tank so that I can spray that evenly across the lawn. And that'll give me a rate of 0.2 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. So that's kind of an example of how to find how much nitrogen is in something and figure out how much of something you need to put out the proper amount of nitrogen that you want to put out. I found with this other product that we're going to talk about in a second, I can put out less nitrogen than I would in a granular fertilizer and get just as good of results. So that's kind of why I lean towards these liquid products or granulars that are water soluble, is because I can get more out of them, I feel like. So the next product, talking about the water soluble, this is a 4600 straight urea. So it has no potassium, no phosphorus, it's just straight nitrogen. The bag of this 5 pounds costs 17 bucks as is right now on Amazon. And we're going to do the same thing. So we're not dividing it by ounces. That's really the only difference, is you just are working with pounds. You're not with the liquid. You're trying to figure out how many pounds of nitrogen are in fluid ounce. What is this? You're just figuring out how much is in 1 pound of product. Obviously with 46%, 1 pound of product is going to give you 0.46 pounds of nitrogen. So we can say I've got this 5 pound bag of product. How many pounds of nitrogen are in this 5 pounds of product? 5 pounds times 0.46 is going to give me 2.3 pounds of product in this 5 pound bag, 2.3 pounds of nitrogen in this 5 pound bag of product. So then I can say, well, if I want to take that 2.3 pounds and spread it over, or technically spray it over 5,000 square feet of lawn, what's going to be the rate of nitrogen per 1,000? Well, 2.3 divided by 5, it's going to be 0.46 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000. So now we know that there's 2.3 pounds of nitrogen in this product. So then we can say, we'll do the same example, 5,000 square foot at a rate of 0.2 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. How much product do I need to mix into my tank in order to get that application rate and coverage? So 5,000 square feet times 0.2 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet is going to give me the 1 pound of nitrogen. So I need 1 pound of nitrogen to spread across the lawn in order to get that coverage of 0.2 per 1,000 square feet. So now I know there's 1 pound of nitrogen that I have 2.3 pounds of nitrogen in the whole bag, the 5 pound bag. So I'll take 1 pound of nitrogen divided by 2.3 pounds of nitrogen per 5 pound bag. And that tells me basically I need 43% of this 5 pound bag. So that works out to be 2.17 pounds of the product overall. So I need to take 2.17 pounds of this product and mix it into my spray tank and spray that evenly across the lawn. And that's going to give me a rate of 0.2 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet, evenly across 5,000 square feet. So hopefully that makes sense. And I'll tell you how I actually use this product, is I cut that in half, and each 2 weeks I go out and I basically I don't get that precise with it, but I just pull out 1 pound of product of the 4600, the whole 1 pound of product, and then I'm dividing that across 5,000 square feet. So that gives me 0.1 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet, essentially. Because I'm dividing that application in two, whereas this, you're using 2.17 pounds to get 0.2 pounds of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. So that's kind of how my spoon feeding program works, is I'm using 1 pound of this every 2 weeks and 16 ounces of this every 2 weeks in conjunction. So this jug, I divide it over the month, and I really split this bag over 5 different applications at a 2-week interval. So it's pretty cost effective in that regard. Speaking of the cost, let's break down, okay, how much am I paying for 1 pound of nitrogen for each of these products that we're talking about, the 15015 and the 4600. So the 15015, like we said, has 0.45 pounds of nitrogen in the 32 ounce bottle, and that cost me 23 bucks. So if I want to put out 1 pound of nitrogen, or if I want to have 1 pound of nitrogen to put out, I'm gonna have to buy $51 worth of product to get that 1 pound of nitrogen. That's the best way to think about that. Is I'm gonna need, you know, a little over 2 bottles to get that 1 pound of nitrogen. Whereas with the 4600, that has 2.3 pounds of nitrogen, and it's $17. So that's basically $7.40 per pound of nitrogen. So that's where I think, for me, and what I've been doing this year with the spoon feeding program, the nitrogen is a lot more cost efficient, I guess, to buy in the form of a water soluble granular as opposed to a straight liquid that's already mixed up. I mean, you know, if you break that down in the gallon, it's $46 for a gallon of the 15015. I could do the math for that. It may be a little more cost effective, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a change to where it's not going to make sense to still use the 4600. And that's just because, you know, this product is such a high rate of nitrogen compared to 15015. You know, it's 3 times as much. So I think the moral of the story here that I want to get across is just think about what you want to do, what you need based on your soil test. And then there's multiple ways to skin a cat. You don't just have to buy one product to use for all of your, you know, treatment. I'm breaking it up where I have a product dedicated to nitrogen and I have a product dedicated to phosphorus and potassium. How it breaks down, this bottle is $23 and I use 1 bottle a month. And then I just told you I use $7.80 of this per month. So basically $30 a month, $1 a day. Between this setup, I get my phosphorus, my potassium, and my nitrogen. Thanks for liking, following on Instagram. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing here. If you like this content and want to see more of it, no obligation, but you could subscribe and it would help me out. Give me a like, it'll help the algorithm out. If you're interested, I will put up a shameless plug here for some t-shirt designs that I've made. I originally just made them for myself to like do some one-off prints, to have some things to wear that are kind of lawn theme and related to lawn care and real mowing and, you know, that whole thing. But I decided, what the heck, instead of just making a few one-off ones, why not just put them on like a Teespring site and people can just order them and they're print on demand, so you guys will just get them shipped straight to you. No obligation there either, but feel free to check them out. Link is in the description below. Just go to my website, realbermuda.com, and then click the shop button and or shop link at the top of the menu, and then it'll take you to a page where you can click shop now and you'll see all the stuff you can buy there. So anyways, guys, not to ramble on anymore, thanks for your time. Hope you guys have a good week, and hope you guys are enjoying the lawn. It's a beautiful summer. Get out there and enjoy it. Thanks, guys.